What's up, crew? Welcome back to Maizy Farms, episode 11. So, again, we're back on the grind for money to be able to purchase some fields. And I was looking at contracts last time we saw some plowing contracts, and it looks like there's another one that's there now. 20,000 for that one and 7,000 for that one. Which 21 is again near where we want. 25. Oh no, those both were there before. So we're gonna do both of those. And I also saw cultivating again. So that one's 11,000. So I think what we will do is we'll take and borrow the cultivating equipment since I don't have a cultivator, and we'll get an AI worker to work on that. So let's borrow those items, and then we'll use our own equipment and we'll take on the 2 plowing contracts. And then at the end of the episode, I think I'm going to start buying some of those fields. So yeah, we'll see how that works. So let's accept that contract, and where'd the other plowing one go? There it is. Accept that one. Alright, so let's jump down to the dealership and grab this cultivator. Did it give us a weight? It did. Cool. Alright, let's see. Get all this situated and get the AI worker going on it. And should be right down over this way. So we'll cut out over here. See if my math is, or not math, see if my geography is correct on it being over here. Turn over here. I'm thinking it's back here in the back. Let's see. Cultivating is field 31. Yeah, it's the one that's right here. It's this field. Right there. Cool. So, let's go ahead and get an AI worker set up on that. Work headlands on. Just start with the up and down. All that looks good. And off they go. Then we're going to take the McCormick, and we are going to pick up our plow, and we're going to go plow that field that's right there next to it. Ooh, that's way off. Let's try again. There we go. Alright. So, yeah, we've got $209,514. Of course, I had to choose a time where there's traffic. Well, there's a little area there I can get in right there. But I am going to purchase some land. I know that field 17 is one that was voted on. I am going to buy that, but like I said, I'm going to wait till the item is harvested in it. Because I really don't want to do root crops. Wow, these guys drive slow when you're behind them, but they overtake you all the time. That don't make no sense, does it? cut that person off just so I can see. But I'm going to buy some of those other lands that are in that area that doesn't have anything on it. Woo! Went over that car. Whee! That was fun. I thought I was over enough. Apparently I wasn't. Alright. But yeah, I'm going to buy some of the land that's over there that doesn't have anything on it. That way we can try and get some things planted into it, maybe. Let's see, it's October. What could we plant in October? Let's pull off over this way a little bit, just so we don't have to worry about hitting any vehicles while I do this. October. Barley, oilseed radish, and wheat. That's it. Okay. We could do barley. Yeah, maybe we'll get some of those fields and we'll plant some barley in them. I don't know, we'll see what the field sizes are and how much they cost, and see if that's something that we want to do or not. But should be this field right here. Right? Yep, that's the one. And let's get the lines. Alright, so we're going to start with this line right here. And we shall get started. So, this episode is being recorded super late on Sunday night. I did not get it out Sunday morning / Sunday afternoon like I've been doing on the weekends. I'll be honest, I had some things going on that needed my attention more than getting this video recorded. So I got done with that stuff though, and we got a little bit of time to be able to try and get this episode done today and still get uploaded today, so I meet my guideline of what I said I was going to do, and that was get another video out. One thing that may suffer from it being so late is I may not do a full hour. It may only be 30 minutes tonight for that episode, because I still have some other things that I got to get done prior to going back to work tomorrow. Now, it's Thanksgiving week where I'm at, so Thanksgiving is on Thursday, and because of it being on Thursday, my primary job that I have is going to be closed on Thanksgiving and on Black Friday. Now, because they're closed on 2 days, that means that we have to try and still get 5 days worth of work done in 3 days. So I want to be super busy Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Also, I run my martial arts school, as I've talked about on here, where I teach martial arts. And my dojo is open typically for regular standard classes Tuesdays and Thursday, Friday. So Tuesday, Thursday, Friday is my typical schedule for teaching. But with Thursday being Thanksgiving and Friday being Black Friday, I have switched my classes for this week to be on Monday, Tuesday instead of Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So, unlike what I typically would be able to do, and that's get off work on Monday and then have Monday evening to get some recording done, I'm not going to have that ability. It's going to be get off work, head straight to the dojo, and teach for 2.5 to 3 hours at the dojo on Monday and Tuesday. So that kind of eats up my time. So what I'm going to be doing tonight is, when I get done recording here, because I haven't eaten dinner yet, I'm going to heat me up some food and probably prep some meals so I can record the Homestead series. Super late. I've got Mondays already recorded, so that one will be coming out tomorrow. But Monday night I'm going to have to record Tuesday, and then Tuesday night I'm going to have to record Wednesdays, and then Wednesday evening I can get something recorded for Thursday and possibly even Friday for that, because then I'll be off for the rest of the week and weekend to get some stuff recorded. Now, I'm not going to make any promises on Thursday for Thanksgiving. I know everybody's going to be enjoying their time with family and friends and getting into that food and getting that food coma. So what I would like to do is I might try and get a late afternoon, evening time frame live stream on Thursday on Thanksgiving in the evening time. But I don't know for 100% sure if I'm gonna do that or not. I may just sit back and chill with some family and some friends, and possibly play some Minecraft with them, and kind of do our own thing. But what I'm curious on is, down in the comments below, tell me what you guys do for Thanksgiving. Is it the traditional Thanksgiving dinner with the turkey and ham and all the fixings, or do you guys do something different? For the longest time, especially when I was a kid growing up, and my mom and my dad were both alive, it was turkey, ham, Thanksgiving dinner, all the stuffing, everything, all the fixings, every year. And then when my mom and my dad passed away and I took over the cooking responsibilities, let's just say I'm a horrible cook. So I dropped some of that. I'm not a big fan of turkey. It's too dry for me, especially when I try to make it. So typically what I would do is I would do a ham instead, with the standard typical fixings type thing. And a couple years ago, we steered away from that. So it was more than a couple years ago. It was probably 7 years ago we steered away from the traditional dinner for Thanksgiving, and we started making, my brother started making my dad's recipe for homemade chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes and gravy and corn. And that's what we've been eating for Thanksgiving for the last couple years. But this year we decided that that we're not going to do that this year. Instead, I am going to go back and make a the typical Thanksgiving dinner with a ham. Just because we haven't had it in so long. And, yeah. So that's going to be going on Thursday. But, typically, on Thanksgiving, the way our Thanksgiving works, curious to see how your guys' format is for it. But, our Thanksgiving format is we start cooking late Wednesday night. Well, it would actually be like Thursday morning, like 2, 3, 4 in the morning on Thursday, to where our first meal for Thanksgiving dinner is about 12 o'clock. So around lunchtime, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. And in the morning, we snack on different things and stuff like that, like meat trays and fruit trays and stuff like that in the morning time. And then in the around the 1 o'clock time frame, 1, 2 o'clock, we eat our Thanksgiving dinner. And then we get all that food in, get nice and fed, and get nice and full, and get what we call a food coma. And it generally knocks us out, puts us to sleep. That's why we call it a food coma, for a couple hours. And then we're right back up around 5:30 in the afternoon. And that's when we have our second Thanksgiving dinner. It is around that time frame. And we get to enjoy that. And even when we do that, we still have plenty of leftovers to where the next few days, I'm not going to say it's one day, I'm not going to say it's like 6 days, but a few days after Thanksgiving, all of our leftovers becomes sandwiches, where we get to have sandwiches for a couple days afterwards. And it's really awesome that we get to do that type of thing. And it makes the holiday of being around friends and family so much less stressful when we start it early and we make enough food in that one day that really feeds us through Thanksgiving and through the weekend, to where we don't really have to start getting back to normal until Monday, which typically is a good thing for us because we eat so much and whatnot. It's just better for us to sit and relax and hang out and enjoy the time that we have. The one drawback to this year's Thanksgiving is typically on Thanksgiving, my older brother, which is West on the Farm Rescue series, he lives in a different state, and every year since I'd say 2013, every year that's the time that he comes down, is for Thanksgiving, and we really get to hang out and spend time together and whatnot. And this year he's not going to be able to make it for Thanksgiving, so he did get to come down and hang out for a week around his birthday, which is really cool because he never gets to come down for his birthday, so we got to hang out on his birthday. But he's not going to be able to come down for Thanksgiving, so since he wasn't able to come down for Thanksgiving, he came down last week or the week before last when I did the tournament, and then stayed the whole week after it. He went back on the 17th. So we did get our week together that we typically would, but it's just not going to be around Thanksgiving. So that's going to be a little bit different this year, especially since it's been a normal thing for the last, what, let's see, 2013, 2025, so that's 12 years he's come down for that. So, yeah, it'll be a little different. I'm not going to be going up there, just because he's going to be working, and I don't have the funds to go up there, nor do I have a vehicle right now that will get me up there. So I'm kind of just going to sit at home, and I do have my little brother that lives with me that I'll get to hang out with, and a couple of friends here in town locally that will be hanging out and doing our Thanksgiving dinner with and whatnot. Used to be my martial arts school, or my dojo, used to be a little bit bigger than what it is currently. The timing of the world today, it's a little hard for some people to be willing to commit to spend that extra money on extracurricular activities such as martial arts. So I've lost some students, but the good years of the dojo being open, when I had an instructor staff of about 6 to 7 instructors, and that was right after my dad had passed away in 2013, or 2012, sorry, 2012. When I had that large staff of instructors, every Thanksgiving and Christmas, I would invite my instructor staff and their family to the house, and we would have Thanksgiving. Now, I'm not trying to take them away from their family and stuff like that. When we did it, we planned accordingly and made sure that they still got to spend their time with their family as well. But honestly, the dojo is my family here, where I'm at. I don't have any direct family that lives in the same area as me, except for my little brother. So, yeah, that's kind of what we do. So, like I said, comment down below. I'd like to hear what you guys do for your guys' Thanksgiving. So, we're going to just sit back and listen to some tunes and see where we go from here.
Dust on the dash and a crack in the glass, a six-pack sweat and a tank full of gas. Radio static from the county line sign. Trouble rolls in just a tick past 9. You don't come here unless you know your way back, and you sure don't run if you ain't got a pass. In Thunderhead County, the sky don't cry, it growls, where the law's just a rumor and the wind wears a scowl. It's rusted out hearts and a smoke-covered sun. You run with the thunder or you get outrun. Yeah, Thunderhead County ain't no place to hide, where the nights roll out and the days too wide. Cornfield ghosts and a two-stroke whale, black dog barking at the edge of the trail. Moon cut thin like a blade in get told. Bar lights flicker like lightning strikes, and the jukebox cries for the lost last rites. You could leave if your wheels would spin, but Thunderhead grabs you from the inside in. In Thunderhead County, in Thunderhead County, you don't get saved, you stall. You patch your wounds with wire and alcohol. It's a sideways grin and a dare to fight. Where the storm ain't coming, it's already night. In Thunderhead County, it don't forgive or forget. It just hands you a match and waits for the sweat. Splinters in shotgun dawn, streetlights flicker, lovers gone. Ash smudge fingers trace the bruise. Every goodbye is a dirty fuse. I taste the spark before the flame. Whispered gasolines and blame. Your kerosene kiss lights me up, burns my lips, but I drink the cup. Smoke rings halo where we stood. Love never felt this good. Your kerosene kiss cuts like sin. Charcoal smile on my paper thin skin. We burn, we blaze, we bleed, then fade into the steam. Barbed wire lullabies at 3 a.m. Radio crackles our requiem. Neon drips in puddled rain, painting ghosts that chant your name. Stolen matches, borrowed night. Strike me once, I'll take the light. Your kerosene kiss lights me up, burns my lips, but I drink the cup. Smoke rings halo where we stood. Love never felt this good. Your kerosene kiss cuts like sin. Charcoal smile on my paper thin skin. We burn, we blaze, we bleed, then fade into the steam. If embers are memories, blow on them slow. Let them glow, let them glow. If embers are memories, blow on them slow. Let them glow. Your kerosene kiss lights me up, scars the night, never lets up. Smoke rings halo where we stood. No fire ever felt this good. Your kerosene kiss, one more sin. Ash mark heart singe me again. We burn, we blaze, we bleed, and fade into the steam. Into the steam. And fade into the steam.
So it's not a race, but we've been pretty neck to neck with the cultivating and the plowing, and I've been winning. That's the good part there, huh? Gotta have some healthy competition every now and then, right? So we're almost done with this contract for the plowing for this first field. Get this going. He's going to be on that cultivating probably a little bit longer. It is starting to get nighttime and getting a little bit dark. So probably between... I got to double check the time on the contract. See if I'm going to be doing it in the dark or if I will be able to sleep through the night. I think I'll be able to sleep through the night. I don't think it's on that much of a time crunch for the other field being plowed. But we'll see here in just a second. Let's see, we're at what? 96%? Well, I guess I could check now, huh? Yeah, 78 hours for all of them. And then for the other cultivating, it's 78 hours too. So, yeah, we can sleep through the night when we get done before we start on that other field. That way you guys aren't fighting the darkness. Because I find it sometimes... It's easy for me to see on the screen playing, but nighttime just doesn't come across very well on the recording for whatever reason. I don't know why, but I find recording at night, the videos don't perform as well, and it's really hard to see at night for some of the viewers. So that's why I don't play much or record much when it's dark out or nighttime. I was thinking about having a series that was completely dedicated to nighttime and doing something like overnight work. Ooh, we're done with the field. So let's go ahead and fold that one. But I don't think it would do well, so I didn't do it. Let's go ahead and just get our regular lights on. And while we're here, let's go ahead and accept that one. That's another 20,000. And then we're going to go ahead and accept this cultivating, which is just across the street there. And we'll get the AI worker to do that one as well when they get done. So we're going to head up to field 21, which is also pretty much just across the street. So we'll get over there and do that. And see what we got going on from there. Almost done with the cultivating. Looks like he's got another 2 lines to do. Currently at 94%. And see how it just got dark. Well, it's not dark, but on the recording it's dark. And I don't know how to lighten that up for you guys to do that. So I'm just going to kind of let it be. Let's see, which field am I plowing over here? Oh wait, field 21, that's up near our place. Alright. Let's turn that off. Let's get up here. Let's go sleep real quick. I don't know what I was thinking, field 21 being across the street. Apparently I wasn't thinking, right? So get up here. And it's what, October? Yeah, we'll sleep till 8. Probably going to deal with fog. It's probably going to be foggy. Oh, it's actually not that bad. Cool. So He's almost done. Oh, morning traffic. Morning traffic. Let's get over here and get around this other side before they come back up. Oh, that contract is done, so let's pull this over here. Let's jump over to this one. Hey buddy, you're done. We're not going to accept, because if we do, we lose the equipment. We're going to go right over into field 34, which is just over here. We'll be on the other side of this cotton field on our left. So let's get over here and get around the cotton field. And it'll be across the street. Oh, morning traffic. Nothing coming from the other side, so we can get across. It's going to be this field right here. Pretty sure, yep. So let's go ahead and get the AI worker on this one. And yeah. Well, I guess I gotta wait for this traffic. And then we'll go in cab to drive back to that other, or to, not to drive back, but to drive to that other field. So, yeah, field 21 is actually a field that I'm actually looking to purchase. So, why not do the contract, have them pay me to do the contract, and then buy the field from them, and get paid for doing the work that I was going to have to do anyways. Right? That's the way I look at it. So, yeah. Alright, field 21 is going to be up here on the right. So, we've got 1, 2, 3 fields to go by. So there's the first field that we're going by now. And then we've got this one, and it'll be the one just behind it. So it's going to be this field right back here. Yep, that's the one. And GPS is already set up. So we're going to do the ups and downs first and get going with that. So yeah, a little bit of fog, not too bad yet, but the further I get out here, it looks like it's getting worse. But we'll get through it. So let's see, what else do we have? We have the Homestead series. That if you guys only watch this series and not my other series, Homestead series is going along fairly well. I do have some concerns about it right now. I have everything that I can do for year one for the challenge. It's a excuse me. It's a 3-year challenge where you got to have different things for you to be successful to move on to the next year. And for year one, it's mostly greenhouse crops and milk. So I put in a small greenhouse to try and get 5 pallets of lettuce, tomato, and strawberries, because that's what the challenge calls for. And I'm about to move on to the 4th month, because it started in January, and I still have not got a single pallet out of there yet. So that is a little concerning for me. I'm not sure if that's going to break me from being able to complete year one or not. It's still early enough that I could put down another greenhouse and try and be able to achieve those pallets. But when I was looking at the cycles per month, it seemed to me that if they're 1,000 liter pallets, that I should be making a single pallet a month. And like I said, I'm getting ready to move on to the start of my 4th month, and they got put in January, and I have not got a pallet yet. So that is a little concerning. We'll have to look into that and see what's going on with it. Because like I said, when you look at the cycles per month for it, it's over 1,000. So in my head, I should be getting 1 pallet a month. So the Homestead Challenge series is in a little bit of a pickle right now. So if that's something that you want to check out and either see if I make it, or even if you just want to go in there and laugh at the fact that I failed it first year, if that's something that you want to do, go for it. Those episodes those episodes get uploaded Monday through Friday on the channel. So it's kind of a semi role play. I am role playing it a little bit, kind of like how I had Farm Rescue and Riverbend Springs and No Man's Land. There was a story aspect to it. The story aspect of this one is just trying to do the Homestead Challenge itself, and I'm just role playing it with as if there's characters that I'm talking to and working with, such as somebody at the dealership, versus just going up to the dealer and buying stuff and doing stuff like that. It's not as in-depth roleplay series like I have been doing. It's toned down a lot compared to what I've done actually for my other series and other videos. But yeah. Well, like I said, if that's something that you want to get in on and watch and see what it's all about, make sure you check out the videos as they come out. Like I said, they come out Monday through Friday. So Maizy Lou Farms is a weekend series, and then that one is the through the week series. But how are we doing on time? I said that probably weren't going to do an hour, and I want to get these contracts done. When we're already, we're actually at 50 minutes, so I think we are still probably going to hit that hour-long episode today, because I want to get these contracts done, and I want to look at some fields to purchase. So I guess it really depends on how long it takes me to get these contracts done. We're currently at 52% for plowing, and the cultivating is currently at 68% for that. So I don't know, we'll see what we can do, but we're going to go ahead and throw some tunes up again and let you guys enjoy while I finish out this contract.
Shows. He started fires in the hearts of the unheard. He gave the weird a war cry, and he never stopped being one of us.
Still
but legends don't die. Long live the scream in an iron sky.
Alright, so we're done with this one. I think I'm going to leave this right over here. Oh, this is the farmer's market back there. And let's see. Complete. Collect. Cool, so it did finish off what I had not finished. That's good to know. Alright, so let's look at some fields. So we have this field here. It's 162,000. Let's see, does it have anything in it? No. So it doesn't have anything in it. It is the one that's closest to the farm, and it's 162,000. I keep hitting the wrong button. Alright. This one is 76,000. That one is 84,000. That one is 79,000. So I think I'm going to buy that one. And I'm going to buy that one. That gives us 93,000, which still gives us enough to purchase this field when next month when the crop is out of it. So we've got both of those fields. Now if we look at the state of this field, I just plowed it, but it says that it needs to be plowed again. So I guess I gotta do the work again on that. And then this one, let's go ahead and visit that one. This one is fertilized 50%, but it needs to be plowed as well. So both of those need to be plowed. So I got paid for plowing it, but apparently I got to plow it again. So I'll probably do those, not the next episode, but maybe the following episode after that, because we just did plowing in this one. So I'm just going to leave the tractor and the plow up there, and this is where I'm going to end this episode. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight, and I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and click that notification bell if you want to continue to see videos just like this one. And I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.